Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? So today we are going to be making this beautiful style that you can see. So to get started, so the first thing I'm going ahead to do is just to illustrate the dress that we are making. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is to determine the full length of the dress that I want. So the full length of the dress I want it to be 39 inches. Then I want the gathers to be around 13 inches. Now how did I get 13 inches? So I calculated from my shoulder to my hip point, which is 24, and I then added 2 inches, making it 26. So it means my gathers is going to be starting from 26 inches. So it means that the upper part is going to be 26 inches, while the gathers is going to be 13 inches. So I hope you understand this calculation. So for the style, I'm going to be using 3 yards of Ankara for it. Then I'm going to be using this black material for the design around the neckline. So let us get started. So I said for the gathers we want it to be 13 inches. So I'm going to mark out 14 inches. So now the reason why I'm marking out 14 inches is because I'm going to be using half inches to join it to the upper part, and half inches to hem the down part. So we are going to go out now and mark out 14 inches. So that's the first thing we are going to do. So now guys, this is the 14 inches. So it means everything here is 3 yards. So it's going to be enough for us. So the next thing to do is cut the upper part. So to determine how much fabric you need to fold out for the upper part, you are going to divide the biggest circumference of your body, and you are going to be adding 5 to 6 inches. So the biggest size of my body is my hip measurement. So the hip measurement I'm using is 40 inches. So if I divide 40 divided by 4, I'm going to be having 10 inches. Then I'm going to be adding 6 inches, making 16 inches. So I'm going to cut out 16 inches on fold now. So now we have our 16 inches on fold. So now the next thing to do is to determine the length of this dress. So when we were calculating, we calculated 26 inches for the length, and I've gone ahead to draw out a straight line at the upper part for the starting line. So I'll go ahead to mark the 26 inches now, but I'm going to be adding half inches for the allowance to join it to the gathers. So I'll just mark out my 26 inches now and cut it out. So now we are going to mark out the neckline. So the neckline I'm using is 3 inches by 1 inches for the back neckline, and I'm going to be connecting it just the way I have done. So for the front neckline, what we are going to do first is to mark out 2 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead to mark out 2 inches straight down now. So remember, the neckline for the front is like a collar, so that is what I'm trying to do here. So you mark out 2 inches and connect it into a straight line. Then from this 2 inches, you just try to connect it back to the neckline just the way I have done. So you see the way I slanted my ruler. So that is how you get the neckline. So now we've gone ahead to cut out the neckline for both the front and for the back. So the next thing to do is to determine the sleeve length. So to do that, the first thing I will calculate is to divide my shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 8 inches. So I just calculated the remaining fabric I have, inches I have here, which is just 9. So I'll just mark out the 9 inches. So it means that our sleeve extension is going to be 9. So the next thing to do is to calculate our sleeve opening. So the sleeve opening I used is 10.5 inches. So on this point where I stopped on my 10.5, that is where I'm going to be placing my bust measurement. So my bust measurement divided by 4 is 9 inches. Then I'm going to be adding 1 inch sewing allowance and 1.5 inches ease. So I added 1 inch sewing allowance, 1.5 inches ease. So the next thing to do is to mark out your waistline. So my half length is 16 inches, which I've just marked out. Then you divide your waist measurement divided by 4 as well. Add your 1.5 inches ease and 1.5 and 1 inch sewing allowance. So the next thing to do is to place your hip measurement. So the hip measurement I was working with is 40. So 40 divided by 4 is 10. I'm going to be adding 1 inch sewing allowance, and 3 inches is, now this is because the hip part is a bit big, so that is why I added 3 inches is for the hip line. So I'll go ahead now to connect all of my lines together. So after connecting all of the line, then I noticed that around the waist area is too sharp, so I just went ahead to correct it. So you can see the way what I did. So the next thing to do is just to connect your sleeve line into your bust area, just the way I have done, and then I'm going to go ahead to cut this out. So now for the shoulder area, I'm just going to come down by ½ inches. That was because I forgot to take my shoulder slope before taking my sleeve measurement. So I just came down by ½ inches just to give it a little slope. Then I'm just going to cut out this. So the first thing to do is to cut out the neckline for the back first. Then I'm just going to trim the sleeves. Then the next thing to do is to bring out one of this. So I'm going to bring out one of it so that I can cut the neckline for the front. So after refolding this, now I'm just going to cut out the neckline for the front. So guys, we are done with the cutting. So the next thing to do is to start sewing. So the first thing we are going to do is to join the shoulders together. So I'm just going to open up the front part this way. After I'm done opening it up this way, I'm just going to place the back part on it. Please, right sides facing each other. So take note, right sides facing each other. So after joining the shoulder area, this is what we have. So the next thing to do now is to calculate what I have around the neckline. So I'm just going to measure what I have around the neckline. So just the way I've placed my tape rule, that is how you are going to measure your neckline. So from the front neckline all through the back and to the other part of the front. So after I was done calculating, I had around 60.5 inches. So this would be the amount of black fabric I'm going to be cutting out. So now this is the black fabric that I've gone ahead to cut out. So I cut out 5 inches by 64 inches. So I just added a little inches to it so that it can be on the safe side. So, and I went ahead to add stay to this. So please add stay so that it will have structure, it will have strength. So the next thing to do now is to refold the fabric. So I went ahead to fold it this way so that I'll be able to calculate how deep I want the front neckline to be. So that is why I went ahead to fold it this way. So now the first thing I'm going to do is to determine the length of the neckline. So I want it to be around 9 inches. So you can see that I'm measuring from my shoulder line down to 9 inches, and I'm gonna head to chalk it. So after chalking it out, so now I'm going to measure from my back neckline. Remember that this is like a collar, so you can see the way I am measuring the neckline. So after doing this, I have around 13 inches. So it means that the neckline I have now is 13 inches. So for this black fabric now, I'm going to go ahead to fold it into 2 equal halves. 2 equal halves. So I'm just repeating it. I have 5 inches there just so I could be sure. So when we're cutting out for the front neckline, remember that when we're cutting out, we cut out 2 inches for the from the neckline in the front. So now the reason why I cut out 5 inches because I'm going to be using ½ inches to join this. So on fold I have 2.5 inches. So I'm going to be using ½ inches to join the neckline. So what I'm going to do is to fold this black fabric into 2 equal halves, just the way I have done. Then I'm going to mark out my 13 inches from the folded edge. So now I folded this black fabric into 2 equal halves. Then I'm marking out the neckline measurement that we calculated before, which is 13 inches, and I've gone ahead to chalk this down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this to the sewing machine, and I'm going to sew on the crease line just the way. So the way I'm showing it with my hand, that is what you go ahead to do as well. So I'm just going to take this to the sewing machine now and sew on the crease line. So guys, this is it now. So this is the 13 inches that we marked out. So this is it after I've gone ahead to stitch it down. So the next thing you're going to do is just to open it up this way. Then you should have something like this. So you should have something like this, so you can go ahead to give it a good press. So this is how it is looking. So we're going to be attaching this now to the neckline. So to attach this to the neckline, I'm just going to open this up this way. So right side of your fabric, and this is your neck piece. I'm gonna have to get the midpoint of this neck piece that I chalked out. So you find the midpoint of your back neckline as well. So you're just going to place it this way, and you're going to start stitching. So you just place it this way, and you're going to start stitching like this. So I'll go ahead to stitch this, and I'm going to weave it out. So let me go ahead to do that neck area after I was done attaching it. And you can see that I've gone ahead to weave all of the rough edges. So this is how it is looking. So now we're going to work on the sleeve. So for the sleeve, I just went ahead to use the remaining piece of fabric I have. That's for the black one. So it's still the same measurement. It is 5 inches, and I folded it into 2. I have 2.5 inches this way. So I'm now going to go ahead to stitch this as well using 1/2 inches for the 2 parts of the sleeve. So I'll go ahead. So I'm thinking we should add pockets to this. So what we are going to do is to mark from the 26.5 inches so that we can determine where the half length is. So I'm just going to mark out the half length here, which is 16 inches. So from that 16 inches, I'm just going to come down by 1.5 inches, and then from this point that I just marked out, that is where we are going to be placing our pocket. So I'm going to do the same thing for this other side as well. So the same way I took the measurement, I will do for this other side. So now the next thing we are going to do is to go ahead. So for the sleeve, I've as well gone ahead to attach the sleeve and sew it using 1/2 inches. So the next thing to do is to cut out the pockets. So for the pocket, I'm just going to fold this fabric into 4, and I'll place my hand on it. So for the pocket, I don't usually take any measurement. I'm just going to place my hands on it this way, just to make sure that whenever I put my hand inside the pocket, it's going to be like it's going to contain my hand, and that is just all. So this is 4 pieces now. So each two pieces for each side of the pocket. So this is another piece that I'm gonna have to cut out, and this is going to be for the rope. So I just cut out a long piece for the rope, and I'll go ahead to stitch this down for the rope as well and turn it. So now this is how I'm going to fix the pocket. So I'll pick a piece of the pocket, place it on the right side of the fabric. Note, on the right side of the fabric, so that by the time we're done sewing, it's going to be facing the wrong side. So you can see on the right side. So I'll do the same thing for this other one as well. I'm going to like tack it down as well, so that when I take it to the sewing machine, it's going to be easy to sew on. So the same thing I did for this side, I'm going to be doing it for the other side as well. So let me take this to the sewing machine and join them. So look at it now after I was done joining the pocket. So now the next thing to do is to fix the rope. So I've gone ahead to cut out the rope that we did the other time, and I've gone ahead to iron it out, to turn it after sewing and ironing it out. So I'm going to be placing the rope in between the 16 inches we marked out. So the rope is in between the 16 inches that we marked out, and note the way I fixed the rope. The rope is inside the gown, the dress. So now the next thing to do is just to join our side measurements. I'm going to be using the 1 inch sewing allowance that I added for the side, and note that after I was done sewing the cuffed area, I'm going to go ahead to notch it, so that by the time I iron it out, it's going to relax properly. So this is what we have, and you can see that armhole side, it's relaxed properly because I notched the parts. So now the next thing to do is to work on the gathers. So this is the gathered material. So I've gone ahead to hem the down part, and I've gone ahead to run a gather stitch on the upper part. So I've hemmed the down part and I've gone ahead to run a gather stitch. So now the only thing we are going to do now is just to pull the gather string. So I'm just going to keep pulling. I'll pull and pull and pull until I get enough fabric for that's going to contain like the down part of the upper part of the dress. And I've gone ahead to close up the open edge of this material, so of these pieces. So I've gone ahead to close up but I did not complete it, so you notice that there's like a small opening there, so that's going to be easy for me to work with. So that is why I did not close it completely. So I just go ahead to make all of the gathers and make sure it's going to contain the down part of the dress. So after I'm satisfied with what I have, so I'm just going to go ahead to pick the upper part of the dress right now, and I'm going to attach the gathers to the upper part of the dress. So I'm just going to mark out the middle points of the gathers and the middle point of the dress. So it's going to be right sides facing each other, and I'll go ahead to stitch it. So guys, this is it now. After I was done stitching it, you can see how it is looking beautiful, neat, because I gave it a good press on every step. So guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you recreate yours, and I'm going to be seeing you in the next tutorial. Bye guys.